Peggy and Rob, we have Teresa Riggs and Fred Winters.
John
Thank you
Winters.
very much for joining us. Now, you're busy right now.
Yes, very busy.
You have tell us why
Yes.
you're here. You're promoting something, and I'll let you talk about
we
it.
are preparing to produce our 30th year production of the Black History Pageant, which was founded by Peggy Peterman.
Right, and there is an
Okay.
event based
This
on that.
year is the
It's all
30th
dedicated
annual
to her.
production, and we will be performing,
Oh, look at the shoes.
performing on February 24th at the Mahaffey Theater.
Can I ask you a question?
At the Mahaffey Theater. Wow,
Teresa,
fantastic.
this is your 30th year of the pageant.
Correct.
I've never heard of it before. Now, yeah.
Wow. She lives under a rock.
I'm so glad that you are promoting this tonight, and I'm glad it's your 30th year. Tell us about the event. Who participates? Is it national? Is it local?
It is local.
It's local.
Every year we hold registration for community children between the ages of 10 to 19.
I heard this. This fascinates me.
Yes, and we work with the children for 6 months, teaching them African history, African American history, government, and every year we have a theme. This year our theme is a tribute to African American journalists. So
Hence,
we will teach them
Ms.
all
Peterman,
about journalism, our founding fathers, and they will produce poetry and a play,
How
and
do you-
recitations all about journalism.
How do you know, Fred? I don't know who answers it, or who works directly with the children, and who tells the children.
Is that you?
That
We
you
both do.
You both
Yes.
do.
Oh, really? That's
Yes,
fantastic.
I'm writer and director.
And Fred is. You're the coach.
Yes.
Oh, okay, great. Now, do you guys talk about and educate them about the Buffalo Soldiers?
We've not covered the story of the Buffalo Soldiers.
But you
I
will
think
be
about
now,
4
huh?
or 5 years ago, we did do a tribute to African American in the armed forces, and there was some history discussed there.
Oh, I see. So
each year we
yearly-
have a
I see
theme.
what you're saying. It's the theme, and then you really center basically on this year Peggy
Exactly.
and what she's done and how she contributed to society, how do people become better people and maintain this and do that kind of stuff, and then
Yes.
they perform.
Yes.
Right. Well, actually, the performance is not centered around Peggy. There is a tribute to Peggy Peterman that will be at the Poynter Institute on February 16th.
Pointer is a
Wonderful.
great place to have a
And
tribute.
our theme and title this year will address journalism, period, but the program is not all
About Peggy.
For
No,
people
it's
who
not.
don't know
All
who
right,
Peggy
we're getting it. We're slow over
That's
here. All right, you
okay.
got to give us a little
That's
bit of
okay.
break.
I
We're
needed to
slow.
make that clear.
For people who don't know who Peggy is, who we know who she is, but can you tell our listeners who she was?
Briefly, we know who she
Yeah.
is. Okay, so let us not fool you.
Well, Peggy Peterman was a very serious civil rights activist, is what she did for us. And she was a journalist with the St. Petersburg Times for about 30 years.
Oh wow, no
right,
kidding.
and
Local.
she's always addressed issues in the black community. And what happened was she realized that there was no place for African American children to showcase their talents, and also the schools were not really teaching history. So she founded the Black History Pageant and taught our children their history, and also gave them an opportunity to do poetry, song, and dance and recitation.
And how long have you guys been involved in it?
This will be my 14th year.
Oh wow.
So
Okay,
you're new at this.
So you worked with Peggy. You were
Yes.
friends with Peggy.
Yeah,
You-
she
you
was
were-
my mentor, yes.
And
Oh,
Fred, how long have you been
fantastic.
doing this?
Wow.
8 years now.
You've been doing this for 8 years.
Yes.
Why do you both do this?
I feel that there is an absolute need to keep the history alive, and we all should teach our children their history. And it's not only...
And the fact that our children are doing it I think that's so great.
Yes, yes. I enjoy working with children, and I definitely enjoy teaching them our history. So it's a 6 months of bonding with the children. It's not just a few weeks. It's a 6-month commitment.
Does it cover the summertime and then go into
And
this
we
time
start
of year?
registrations in October, and our productions are always in February.
In October, then you always do it February. Obviously, Black History Month. It helped make a little sense there, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not too slow, but I'm catching up.
we're running out of time, but I just want to ask a couple more questions. I want to know a website. How can people get, your event is coming up, and I want you to tell people how they can go to see it, but then I also want to know how people can get involved next year.
Yeah, and how do people support?
children-
How do people help support it?
And how do the children, what are you looking for?
Well, the children,
In like 30 seconds.
well, the children actually, they are not, we don't require them to have any prior experience as far as being a thespian or anything. We teach them their history, we teach them enunciation, pronunciation, teach them coping skills, all the talents that they need to actually go out there and perform.
Wonderful. And then how can people see it and get involved for next year?
Well, you can go to www.Mahaffey Theater, okay,
Nice
and
and
go
easy.
through their calendar of events, and you will be able to click onto our site through that one.
Okay.
And is there a way they go through Mahaffey Theater, find you guys, and donate
Yes.
to help support
Yes.
it and keep things running and
Yes.
financially stable?
Any questions could be called for 727-422-4548 for any more information concerning this year's production.
It's wonderful. You guys should be proud of yourself when you put your head down on your pillow every night that you're doing a great thing.
Well, thank you.
All
I
right.
just wanted to
Continued
add-
success.
I wanted to add, if I could, the performance
Yeah,
is
real
free.
quick.
It's free to the public. So
Oh, it's free to the public.
Yes, it's
You're
free
all
to the
about
public.
Wonderful.
educating, and it's
Absolutely.
great.
That's even better. That makes it even more impressive.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Wonderful.
both very much for coming on.